Blake LeVine, and today my educational discussion is about bipolar disorder and facing depression. So many of us with bipolar have times where, for whatever reason, we start to feel sad and upset. It may be as simple as the weather being gloomy, maybe it's dark, rainy, and you feel that being outside is not as positive as when it's sunny. Then there's situations that happen where you grow to be depressed from more severe things. Maybe you have a medical condition that is causing you to be nervous or fearful. It's possible that someone you love is sick or has passed away. Maybe you have a pet or an animal in your life and the animal is sick or gone. When you're depressed, you can start to think of those that you've lost and really start to be upset remembering that they are no longer with us. And part of life is facing challenges. And the sad thing about existence is there will always be some type of pain, whether it is being disappointed in our career, having a friendship not work out, maybe a relationship going bad, or some other problem that seems very hard. And when you live with bipolar, you can often have these sad times be at an extreme. And one of the things I've learned in my own life living with bipolar 1 is that the positive side is I can be very deep. My thinking is very analytical. But what I found is that can be a mixed blessing because when you are depressed, you can get really sad and really fall into a dark depression. And what I've learned is there's some key tips that have helped me move forward. And over the years, I've had a therapy practice and now a coaching work where I have assisted others. And one of the main things is to find something to do that's physical. Maybe you go for a walk or a jog or a run, play some basketball, tennis. Even if the weather is bad and you can't do outdoor activity, do something in your house or your apartment. Run in place, do jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, anything you can to physically get your body moving. This will help your mood and can also impact your depression and make a positive difference. Another thing I say is that often we feel shameful for being depressed. We don't want our friends to know or our family, and we start to isolate. And what I found is this can only make it worse because when we hide what we're feeling, it's much more difficult to actually make change. Another example of how I've seen people move forward is to seek support. So there's free support groups in the U.S. You can go to the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance. They have a website at dbsalliance.org. There's also the National Alliance on Mental Illness at NAMI, N-A-M-I.org. They have free support groups where you can meet other people that are going through mental health struggles. You can talk and share what you're feeling openly. No one's embarrassed about what they're dealing with, and you don't have to be alone. I've also found that getting therapy or seeing a doctor is a very helpful tool. So maybe you find a therapist, or if you have one, you call them to make another appointment. If you see a psychiatrist, you call them and say, listen, I'm really feeling depressed. And even if money is a big issue, for some of us, it's really hard to pay for medical care. Go to a free clinic. Often communities have free clinics where you could speak to a professional and get some support. And I have to say that, every human being is going to go through tough times, but if you will just say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to get help, I'm going to seek support, I'm not going to battle out on my own, you will see it can get better. And one of the hard things I first learned about when I was diagnosed is that the suicide rate is so high for those with bipolar disorder. I've heard numbers as high as 20%. That means 1 out of 5 with bipolar will commit suicide in their lifetimes. And that just made me so sad and angry that people with creativity and charisma and energy could end up taking their lives. And what I have learned is that that doesn't have to be the outcome. If you go and you get help and support, you can really make positive changes. And I pray today that wherever you are, whatever you're going through, you just hold on. You remember that you're a beautiful, wonderful, powerful, special, vibrant part of our world. You may have been through dark times. You may have lost whether it is careers or relationships or other issues, but hold on, we need your light, we need your love, we need your energy, and we need you here. So do what you can to get yourself stronger, get healthier, and remember that we need your light in our world. Never think, no matter how bad it's been, you may have been put down or called names, but you are a special, beautiful human being, and God created you exactly as you were meant to be. I want to thank you for watching this video. I have a number of educational ones, and below you'll find my website where we have free educational talks and videos to teach others about these topics. And I want to share 3 awesome books with you. One is called The Positive Worker, Developing a Winning Attitude at Work. It was recently published and talks about having optimism in our careers, even when it's hard. The other books that are coming out this year, I have one called The Psychology of Adult Coloring, coming out October 6th, 2016. And then in January 2017, my new book, The Depression Diet, is going to be released. You can look below and pre-order those books now. Get them, and remember that we can make change together. It's never too hard or too tough to say, you know what, we all need support, and let's go make some positive changes in our life. You have an awesome day. Thank you so much.